The history of Dodge is full of iconic models that have shaped the industry, but not everyone can become a legend. So from pre-war luxury to underrated sleepers, here are 10 Dodge classics that time forgot. The 1940 Dodge Luxury Liner was one of the last pre-World War II models produced by Dodge. It was Dodge's top-of-the-line model and represented the peak of luxury and innovation for the brand at that time. The luxury liner featured advanced technology for its day, including hydraulic brakes and a streamlined design that was meant to attract buyers looking for both style and performance. The car was powered by a 218 cubic inch inline-six engine that delivered reliable performance and was paired with a 3-speed manual transmission. But the outbreak of World War II changed everything. Car production in the United States came to a halt as factories were repurposed for the war effort. Many luxury liners were either repurposed for military use or scrapped for metal. After the war, the industry experienced a boom and new, more modern designs quickly took over the market. Next, in 1953, Dodge introduced the Coronet Sierra, one of the first station wagons produced by the brand. The Coronet Sierra was a bold step for Dodge as it marked the company's entry into the growing station wagon market. At a time when American families were expanding and suburban life was booming, station wagons were becoming increasingly popular. The Coronet Sierra was built on the same platform as the Coronet sedan, but featured a larger body to accommodate more passengers and cargo. Under the hood, it boasted a 241 cubic inch V8 Hemi engine, which was quite advanced for its time. The late 1950s saw the rise of more powerful and stylish station wagons from other manufacturers, which quickly outpaced the Coronet Sierra in popularity. Dodge itself introduced new models that were more in line with the evolving tastes of consumers, and the Coronet Sierra was eventually phased out. The 1962 Dodge Polaris 500 was another model that had a brief moment in the spotlight before fading into obscurity. The Polaris 500 was introduced as a full-size car with a sporty appeal, aimed at buyers who wanted both performance and style. It was equipped with a range of powerful V8 engines and featured distinctive styling that set it apart from other cars in the Dodge lineup. The Polaris 500 was a comfortable and well-appointed car with options like bucket seats and a center console that gave it a more upscale feel. It was also available as a convertible, which added to its appeal among buyers looking for a stylish and fun-to-drive car. But the Polaris 500's impact was diluted over time. The Polaris name was used on various models throughout the 1960s, which caused confusion among buyers and weakened the brand's identity. As Dodge continued to introduce new models, the Polaris 500 was gradually overshadowed and eventually discontinued. The 1964 Dodge 880 was another model that had a short but interesting history. The Dodge 880 was introduced as a full-size car that served as a stopgap model for Dodge. After the discontinuation of the Dodge Custom 880, there was a gap in Dodge's lineup that needed to be filled. The Dodge 880 was created to fill this gap and featured a more luxurious interior than its predecessor, with options like power windows and air conditioning that made it a more comfortable and upscale car. The Dodge 880 was also available with a choice of V8 engines, which provided it with ample power and performance. But it was only produced for a short time and was quickly replaced by newer models that better suited the changing tastes of consumers. The Dodge 880 became a forgotten classic, overshadowed by the more successful models that followed it. This next 1965 Dodge Dart Charger is perhaps the most unique car on the list. It was a limited edition of the Dart GT, and it was produced to introduce the Charger name. The Dart Charger was equipped with a unique V8 engine and featured racing-inspired styling that set it apart from other cars in the Dodge lineup. The car was designed to be a high-performance model that would appeal to buyers looking for a sporty and powerful car. But the Dart Charger was more than just a performance car. It was a one-off experiment that allowed Dodge to test the waters before introducing the more famous Charger in 1966. But the Dart Charger's moment in the spotlight was brief. The car was only produced in limited numbers and was quickly overshadowed by the introduction of the new Charger. The 1971 Dodge Demon was Dodge's answer to the growing popularity of compact muscle cars. The Demon was a sporty version of the Dodge Dart, and it was designed to appeal to younger buyers who wanted a car that was both fast and affordable. The Demon featured a range of powerful engines, including a 318 cubic inch V8, which provided plenty of power for a car of its size. It also had aggressive styling with a bold grille and unique body lines that set it apart from other compact cars of the time. The Demon was a car that was built for performance, and it quickly gained a reputation for being fast and fun to drive. But the Demon had a problem that would ultimately lead to its downfall. The car's name, Demon, was controversial at the time, and it led to poor sales. Some people found the name offensive, and this hurt the car's image. Dodge tried to address this by rebranding the Demon as the Dart Sport after a few years, but by then the damage had been done. In 1974, Dodge introduced the Monaco, a full-size car that was designed to combine luxury with performance. The 1974 Dodge Monaco was a big, powerful car that offered a smooth ride and plenty of space for passengers. It was available with a range of engines, including a 440 cubic inch V8 that provided plenty of power for highway cruising. The Monaco was also known for its distinctive styling with a sleek, aerodynamic body that set it apart from other full-size cars of the time. The Monaco was a car that offered both comfort and performance, making it popular with buyers who wanted the best of both worlds. But the 1974 Dodge Monaco is perhaps best known for its role in the film The Blues Brothers. The car was used as the Bluesmobile, a beat-up police car that was driven by the film's main characters. The Monaco's performance and durability were showcased in the film's many car chase scenes, and the car became an iconic part of the movie. But despite its fame on the big screen, the Monaco struggled to maintain its popularity in the real world. The fuel crisis of the 1970s led to a decline in demand for large gas-guzzling cars like the Monaco, and Dodge phased it out in favor of smaller, more fuel-efficient models. The 1982 Dodge Rampage was a car-based pickup truck that was ahead of its time. The Rampage was designed to offer the utility of a truck with the handling and comfort of a car. It featured front-wheel drive and a 2.2-liter four-cylinder engine, which made it more fuel-efficient than traditional trucks. Still, traditional truck buyers were not interested in a small car-based pickup, and car buyers were not interested in a vehicle that looked like a truck. The Rampage was caught at a no-man's land between two different types of vehicles, and it never gained the popularity that Dodge had hoped for. The 1989 Dodge Lancer Shelby was a performance-oriented hatchback that was developed in collaboration with Carroll Shelby. The Lancer Shelby was designed to offer high performance in a practical and affordable package. It featured a turbocharged engine that provided plenty of power and a sport-tuned suspension that made it fun to drive. The Lancer Shelby also had distinctive styling with unique bodywork and a bold paint scheme that set it apart from other compact cars of the time. It was a car that was built for enthusiasts who wanted a fun-to-drive car that was also practical enough for everyday use. The car was only produced for a few years, and it was eventually discontinued as Dodge moved towards more modern designs. The 1991 Dodge Spirit RT was a sleeper sedan that offered surprising performance in a plain-looking package. The Spirit RT was equipped with a 2.2-liter turbocharged engine that produced 224 horsepower, making it one of the fastest sedans of its time. It was capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 6 seconds, which was impressive for a car of its size and price. The Spirit RT also had a sport-tuned suspension and upgraded brakes, which made it a capable performer on the road. But what set the Spirit RT apart was its unassuming appearance. Hey, that's going to do it for today's episode. Don't forget to give this video a like and also subscribe to our channel for more great content in the future. And until then, keep exploring.